All right, recording. So just real quick, what we just went over, so you have it on the recording. We want to always look at the hourly, at the open.
Mm-hmm.
We want to draw our key levels, so we had one again. We had one here. And we can see that price did bounce here. We'll switch again to the minute. We see that price hit here, got rejected, and actually went down. Ended up closing at the same level, but we could have got out for a nice 20 ticks or so within this candle like we just said. Now, the next time, what do we see? We saw a flag playing out on the 1 minute. We saw a clear break here, so what we want to look for is then always the retraces to VWAP. Always price will gravitate when it drops or rises, whether it's under or above, of course, back to VWAP, which is my purple. We get a nice bounce here. A breakout of the flag. Whenever we get a breakout of the flag, you could wait for confirmation, or what you can do is play it with an entry here with a stop below, ride it up. Then you want to check for your next level. Now our next level we had was right here. Right at the top, pretty much. At around 2,500 or so. Now our kilo, sorry, I put this down. There we go, the top of these wicks here. So we didn't quite get there, but we're probably never going to quite get there if it's at a key level like 25, right? So what will we have done? We'd enter a smaller position because the R to R is pretty big, right? We expect a big drop in this volatility, and we'll enter about a point or two early. Now, if we use a stop of about 16 ticks, what does that give us? That gives us 2 points of coverage above 2,500.
Yeah.
And the R to R here is still going to be even. It's about a 1-to-1 trade, but the probability, excuse me, if you kept the 20 ticks, you could even use a wide stop for a 1-to-1 trade. But if we adjusted that stop loss and we entered here at 98, right?
Yeah.
If our stop is 16 ticks and our TP is going to be about the 13 or so, we're looking at 20 ticks with only a 16 tick stop.
Yeah.
20 plus, so worked out there. And then here, again, we're breaking down. It looks like we'll see what happens. Another bounce at VWAP. You could always, remember, you can always play these dead cat bounces, but what you want to do is take profits quick, because what'll probably happen? Probably going to break down. Yeah. But these are the best types of trades, the bounces. You're just anticipating the bounce. You're not actually siding with the bulls or not.
Right, okay.
Remember that. Don't ever marry a position.
Yeah.
Because we love these bounces, but also what do we love? The rejections.
Rejections, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. So here, hold on. Oh my God, Trump's so funny right now.
Is he?
He's yelling at the media. They're like attacking him. He's like, "Why are you guys always so negative?" He's like, "Why can't you ask the question in a nice manner?" Let me see what he says. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. He's talking about the ventilators.
Okay. That it's from China. It was so funny.
China?
Yeah.
China. Did you see the video, like the EDM song?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my God, I was cracking up.
Yeah.
So now again here, we have a good long. This is good. So the price action's good. We're making higher lows, honestly. We might see a bounce to the 50 or so. So if we close here, we probably could get a long in, but we'll wait for the close. And now what do we have now? Our first half hour is about to close, which is good.
Right, okay.
And we have to take a look at what kind of candle do we have. Not bad. Still rejected at our level though, right? At 86 at the hourly. So we wouldn't use this as a confirmation for anything. We switch to the 5. We kind of see consolidation so far. we'll have
Yeah.
to see what happens. So we don't see anything here really. We switch to the 1. The 1 minute looks the best. But
Yeah.
there's no confirmation of either direction. Kind of looks like we're in another flag here and we might go up. Let me hear. Oh my God, Trump. He just tells the lady no more questions. He just goes, "I'll get back." He goes, "You had enough time with that question. We'll get back to you if we have time for you." He's still trying to get this lady away. Crazy man.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so we see another rejection here. What can we assume? We can assume price is most likely going down. You know what? We're going to take a little bit of a short here. We're going to anticipate it. Okay, never mind. Let me see here. I kind of wanted to get in at 84. We'll see if we can get the retest. So we're going to take a quick one here. We're going to try to get profits a little bit sooner on this trade. Again, we're going to use a little bit of a wider stop, but we should see a drop here.
Yeah.
And we get our fill. All right.
Cool.
So again, when we're playing these key levels, we either want to place shorts there or we want to place them at the bottom of where the channel will be, right? So we're kind of channeling down. We probably could have got out here at VWAP. I'm almost positive it's going to go to 80, maybe even 79 right now, right? And it just did. Literally just did.
Yeah.
That's good. But remember, we want to take our profits quick, especially if we're in a if we hit those first 2 trades, I would have had no problem with this. But we don't want to just add onto these losses.
No.
Remember. So we want to have the cushion. So right now we would be 3-1, but we know the scenario that happened. So we're 1-1 right now. Unfortunately, the R to R building back is lower, but that's okay. So now what we can do is we can wait for a breakdown here. Now, if we wait for a breakdown here, do we want to just enter right away? No, because what do we have here? We kind of have a support kind of that formed here. We also are aware that Trump is kind of live right now, so you don't know what could happen. So what do we want to do here? We want to add on the retest right again at 80, I'd say, or so. So we'll add one right here. Again, we'll bump our TP up. We want to take a quick TP. We'll leave our stop wide just because we might go back up here, but we should get rejected at VWAP. We might have missed it. We might have been off a couple ticks. It hit at 79. And you can see here, okay, we can see here, if we don't get filled here, I'm going to be really mad. Oh, and there it goes down. And then it just hit our TP. We were literally 1 tick off from entry. So again, we need to just take that as, okay, that was what we wanted. We're going to cancel the order. Remember, if it doesn't hit your level, you cancel the order, because what does that mean? That means that now the price action, whether it's right now it would be bullish, they're having a chance to consolidate now. We don't want it to take too long. We're just playing the rejection, the quick rejection or the quick bounce.
Yeah.
Okay? So make sure you always remember that. Hold on 2 seconds. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Damn, these would have been good trades to post for the guys.
Yeah.
So, we're posting, so we're doing some good trades. We're just barely getting, we're just either missing 2 of them a little bit late or getting 1 wick off. But anyway, so this is what we want to look for. Now, again, we want to go back to what we were saying before. Now, with the hourly ones, we need a bigger stop because what are we playing? We're playing the hourly chart, right? We're playing the half-hour chart, maybe. What does that mean? That means that price in that hour, half hour probably needs a wider stop. So that's why we do these 20-20. Most of the ones that we do now are about 8-8, which works well because that's about 2 points, right? Well, it is 2 points. So 2 points at the level is usually wide enough for us. And you can see here, the point here is about 86.50, right? And then it goes up to about 87.75. So we are well within that range for rejections here, right? 8 tick stop loss, more than 16 ticks down, we are able to take profit.
Yeah.
So you want to keep the R to R tight. Now again, we get rejected here. It looks good. Sorry, I'm just trying to listen to what he's saying at the same time. We see rejection here. Again, we're probably going to end up going down more, but we need confirmation. We don't, because what might we have here? Consolidation and a move back up.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't look like we are going to go up, I don't think, today. I think we're going to fill the gap down. That's why me and you right now, we're doing what? We're holding those micro shorts. Yeah. So remember that. We can always hold a long-term position short. This looks short, bearish overall, right?
Yeah.
We'll hold our micros, but what will we do? We'll scalp on the minis in between.
Yeah.
So now what can we do now? We can do this. Can draw our trend line, and this shit sucks.
Yeah, I know. And, I studied it the other day. It's shit, isn't it? You can't extend it forward.
It's like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah,
and here we go. Look, perfect example. We get consolidation. We break out. We probably could have shorted the 20 here. Usually you can leave a stop right at the 20, and you'll almost always end up in profits. And here we go. We're about to hit the trend line. We're going to try another short here. And we probably should have done 75. I don't know why I keep doing this whole number. You're supposed, I'll just put it here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be mad again if it hits our TP.
Yeah.
And we probably already did miss this one, it looks like. Because what happens? When it gets rejected here, it usually doesn't come back up within that same candle.
Yeah.
Because that means that it just got rejected and bears are in control now. It already happened. The rejection already happened. So we can take off this order. We'll wait for quick action. Maybe we'll get a nice, another wick quick up. But otherwise, we don't want to consolidate too long here, get scared, and then eventually pump out of it. So we'll just cancel the order.
Okay.
So now we're going to go back down. We see we're going down. Now, you might say, Brett, why don't we just enter right here if we know it's going down? Well, what's not in our favor? The R to R now, right?
Yeah.
And look at this. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. we're missing by like 1 tick. And this, you know who this happens to more than anyone? Dario. He's the most unlucky person I've ever seen. But we'll look at our micros now. You should be back in a decent amount of profits, probably up another 100 or 2 from before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 420.
4 something. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
you were 350 before, right?
Yeah.
And here we go. Look, the rug pull's happening.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Right.
So anyway, so now what could we do here? I'm trying to like look at my micros at the same time. I just missed this again. Right here, we have our support. Dead cat up. What can we do on this support though? What can we do? We could probably play the breakdown.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try it here. We'll take profits a little bit early. 75. We see a little bit of a wall here at 71.
Yeah.
We need this to drop. We now see a wall put up. Bam. They're probably going to drop. There we go. And now we're back to break even. Look at that. We would have been up today 500, 600, 700 already. Just in the last few minutes. And that's fine.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Yeah.
Pump right there. We had a great TP.
Yeah.
So now where would you think we would look for their next trade?
So guess if when it pops back up.
Right. What
Yeah.
level would you say? Let me see. Can you share your screen too?
Uh,
I don't want
yeah.
to like just show you everything. You know what I'm saying? It makes it if I don't mean to
What
quiz you, but
top step or?
yeah, top step.
Mhm. Well, I'm just seeing your screen on my iMac, and then on my laptop, I've got my top step screen on.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, basically, we'd want to look. We see where do we see price getting rejected right now? Always, if you remember mine.
13 is it?
Yeah, this is the 20. This is my 13. So 13,
Yeah.
that's where
13 or
it's
20.
closing, but it's
Yeah.
really the wicks are getting rejected where
20.
20. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
where our highest R to R is, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we always want to take our profits.
Okay.
Now,
So
what I'm going to do right now, actually, feel free to if you want. I'm going to take profit on our short, on our micros.
okay. Yeah.
If you'd like to, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh,
I just did. And I'm going to place a short at the top here, just at 74.
okay.
I'm going to go half position now, this time. So I got 3 set at 74. On yours, I'm going to set it at 50 right here and see if we can get a quick rejection to 72.
Okay.
And we might go up higher here. So what we'll do is we'll add one up around 76 or so, which would be right where the 20 would be. Excuse me, the 13. And then we'd be able to get out in profits at mid-entry. Now we might not hit it up, but if this breaks right here, we're probably going to shoot up. Now when you see a wall like this, right?
Yeah.
When you see a wall like this, usually it'll get dropped. It's not that they bought it up. They'll drop the wall and then buyers will buy it up. So we're going to move this up.
Right. Okay. And where would you put the sell on for the micros? The same place.
I have my, yep.
Yeah.
There we go. I just got,
Cool.
you just heard it on my other computer too.
Yeah.
And now the micros, I'm going to hold this one.
Yeah. Cool.
This one's a little premature. And I'm going to do an ad here. And we're going to use the same stop. And there we go. We already got filled though. So I'm going to cancel everything that we had. Now we're filled on the micros. We're up right now about 5-6 ticks. We got a better entry. Now, did we really need to do that on micros? No. But what did it save us? Probably, I think we just saved about $150. Not 150. We probably saved about $60, $70. I had 5. I don't know how many you had running.
I've only got one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm running. I'm doing the. I'm pretty confident right now in this. I'm doing the pro funded.
Yeah. I'm just on Tastyworks doing
okay.
a kind of long term in case it drops down to 1800. I'm thinking it'd be good to have one in.
Oh yeah, leave that.
Do you see what I mean?
Leave that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just leave
Cool.
it. But you got filled, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, cool. But that's just an example of what we look for.
Yeah.
I know these guys are probably wondering where I am, so let me just say.
Yeah, feel free.
And I'm gonna post this.
Yeah.
If you don't mind this video for them because this is pretty good. Key levels and everything that we're going over. Hold on. I'm really pissed that we didn't get those first 2 and this other one because damn, I would love to show everybody. We'd be up a very good amount right now. Anyway, but we know that we had them set before we actually played them out. But anyway, so now we're in a short on micros, which is great. Now, what do we look for here? Now, what we're looking at right now is probably going to be another bounce somewhere around what level? Right here, right?
Yeah.
So what we could do is say about 66.25, and we'll take profits at 68.50.
What's the dotted gold line?
What was that?
What's that gold line there?
Oh, this.
These
are the Bollinger Bands. You know about them?
Well, vaguely. I've heard of them.
Nothing crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
but I like to just leave them on. Just their old habit. I'm not even
Yeah.
going to go into them really. But
No.
when they squeeze, right? So right now the top Bollinger Band's here. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? Here, we could try a short. No, we don't want to try a short here because right now we're flagging. I mean, we're consolidating, right? So maybe it'll go back up to what? The 20, because look what happened here. So we're going to place a short a little higher. We're going to place it at 75,
Hmm.
25. I swear to God. Okay, good. We're going to move our TP up. We'll do 12 here. Or 13, rather. Or we don't want to use a whole number, so we'll do 12. We'll see if we get rejected at the 20 again. So now we're at the 20. Price is getting rejected. We probably could have added one here with the same stop, but we'll see what happens. And we're seeing the same thing kind of happen here, right? We got a rejection. It's still a green candle. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a rejection. We might get a doji here, right? Or we might
Right.
just
Okay.
break down. Because look, bam, same shit.
Cool.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect trade.
Yeah.
And now look, we're in profit. We would be up 1,000 tonight.
Yeah.
And now we see a bounce there because remember, we want to take these quick. We might see some consolidation. We want to be aware of a possible uptrend forming. Now, what do we have here, right? We have this, right? We have a trend line kind of forming here. If we break down here, we probably
Yeah.
could short this to our first long also. So we'll see
Right.
what
Okay.
happens. But we're not going to do that. We're not playing trend line breaks right now. We're playing key levels like we were just going over. The 20,
Yeah.
the previous supports, the hourly levels. Again, let's look at our hourly levels now.
Hmm.
Hourly levels here, rejection. Here we had the rejection also. What else do we have now? We have about this level right here. If we break down, and you can see
Yeah.
rejection at these levels, right? So if we break down here, we can short all the way down, probably to about 20, 24.20 for a big,
Yeah.
big short, right?
Yeah.
So we can wait for that, but let's switch back to the minute. Let's see where we're at, right? And here we go. Right now we're still flagging. Let's see where the candle closes. I hate this thing, man. It's so shit, brother.
Yes.
Right, so now what do we have here? We have what's called, this is a bear flag,
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
right? You can see here, right? Here's our flag pull down and flagging up, rejection at the 20, and this is what you're gonna have all night. And we break down
Yeah.
here, we could probably take a quick short. We're not gonna do it, we don't need to. There's no reason to. We're already more than halfway to the goal right now.
Hmm.
We'd be even more if we hit those. But we could have shorted here and probably taken profit right around the bottom of these levels, and I'll guarantee you we'll hit that 68.50.
Mm.
There we go. There we hit it. So now we're going to try our entry a little bit above here, right? We're going to try the next bounce back up, and let's
Yeah.
see what happens. All right. Sorry about that. I'm listening to Trump. He's saying that someone asked him about the depressions and suicides. He said that a lot of people are going to start using drugs and stuff because they lost it all. And just a bunch of stuff. All right, so let's see here. So we do the same. We have the same type of deal, right? But this time we're
Yeah.
seeing a pretty big pump. But look at this. Look at the volume. Nothing.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? We're going to short it again.
Okay.
And we're going to short it, and boom, we're just going to take it right there. That's it. Look at that. You
Beautiful.
can't make it up.
Yeah.
Easy.
Mhm.
All right. So this is what we like to look for. And again, we can hold these all we want. All right. Anyway, so I'm just posting that so they can get an idea. We're going to cancel this order now because we kind of see a little, we're just going to cancel it for right now. We probably could see another bounce here, but we're going to cancel this order only because we see such strong support bouncing at these levels. I think it's going to break down higher, break down lower if we break this. So we're going to cancel that order for right now.
Okay.
We're better off playing what? The rejections, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trump's just going off. It's great. It's pretty dramatic right now. Anyway, so now we're seeing a little chop again.
Yeah.
We might chop in this range a little bit. And why might we chop in this range? Well, this is the opening candle, basically the opening range of the candle, right?
Yeah.
So we might see a little chop block above here. We might not, but I'm going to anticipate that we chop around here for a little bit. Let's take a look at the 15-minute now. Now we have a good 4 candles. Now this is about the point. I bet this is the. Oops. Oh my God, this is awful how this works. What is this? Oh, I gotta set them up. Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'm just gonna go real quick.
Yeah.
Wait, futures, why isn't it? Oh, ES1. Oh my God, Trump's going off right now. He's really going off. Anyway, here we go. Let's see the open range that we have. So here's our open range. We can go to the top. We'll just go to the top of the whole move. We bounced at the golden pocket basically here, which is at about 24.66. Remember, this is delayed. So let's see where we're at now. We're back there right now.
Yeah.
So we actually just hit that. So without even knowing that that was there, we just hit 60. Oh my God, 66. Look at this.
Yeah.
Just hit it again. So this is delayed. So price just bounced. We're just hit this right here at 66, and look where we bounced. Right back to what? The 20, and we just missed another short, unfortunately, while I was doing that.
Yeah.
But now, again, we see a hammer here, though. This is a very good candle. This might be a breakout now. So we don't want to short this one. This is a candle where we wouldn't want to short right away. Or if we did short, what would we want to do? A quicker TP. And we could have got that. We saw right before we saw this breakout, it had a pick, right? So we'll see what happens. It got rejected, though, again. But if we break out here, if this next 1 minute closes, we can ride it to VWAP.
Yeah.
So let's watch. Looks like it's going to get rejected, though. And we get a rejection here. So it looks like this is going to be down. We'll see, though. Now, the interesting thing is here, a lot of volume here, right? And this is what? This is buyers.
Yeah.
Because they kept the price up. What is this? Buyers increasing. What is this? Candle hasn't finished yet. How much do we have? We have about 5 seconds left. If we don't see a strong close here down, we could go up. Again, we're seeing a doji, though, probably going to reverse down, but who knows?
Yeah.
It could be either way. So we'll see what happens right now. And look at that. We have a breakout. So this was a good part by us not to play, not to short, right?
Yeah.
One up to VWAP. We could have placed a short a little bit below VWAP. So now this is the thing. Sorry, I'm just was trying to listen to what this reporter said. So we just saw a breakout here. We can't get in the breakout, right? We couldn't really get in the breakout here, but we saw. I didn't even think about it. We're using the 1 minute chart, right? So obviously, if this breaks here, we're probably not even going to be able to play the long. So if we can't play the long, what do? We play our target, right? And what is our target? Our target is basically saying what? A short.
Yeah.
Remember, and there's a cool challenge that I was going to think about doing. I was looking at, there's if you're placing a long, right, and your target is somewhere that you think what's going to happen. If you're
placing a long where it's going to reject the target, where it's going to reject.
Exactly. So what can you do at that point? You don't have to, because the R to R might not be there for you, right? But technically, you can do a short.
So
at another key level, you can short that too. And also, what does VWAP line up with kind of here? This previous support, which broke down, right? So if we do hit this level right here, probably would reject back down. And that's what it does here. So we didn't even have, we were looking a little bit too close. We were like here, right? I didn't have the full data, but you can see here, price rejects at the previous support, which now turns into what? Resistance.
Resistance, yeah.
You got it. Okay.
It's annoying you can't still trade off trading view for top step, isn't it?
I hate that. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
They got rid of it, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Or is it here, right? Yeah. What? Oh, can you?
Maybe you might still have it like grandfather then, but
No.
okay.
No.
Kind
Done.
of, yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, look, that would have been a great short breakdown. Now we're breaking down hard here. Let's see what we have. We can try another one for a dead cat right around here. We're going to actually do a tight one, though. We're going to do an 8-8. And that's going to be literally right above this previous wick.
Yeah.
And this isn't as good of a setup as our other trades, but it still is a decent setup. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens here. Oh, shit. Wait, didn't mean to do that. Wait a second. What did I just do? Hold on. I'm just going to close this one at break even. We'll probably be able to get out right here. Probably should reject. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if the 20 rejects here. Shit. So I want to place a short. I'm going to have to freeload this one. We're just going to get out for a quick loss. That was my bad. Sorry about that.
So
Come on. And again, price rejected the 20, which is nice. All right. Sorry about that. The price should probably keep. Damn, I can't believe I just did that. I don't even know what I did.
yeah.
I went to go change these. I guess you know what? I got to turn this
Click on
off.
the chart.
When you click the chart,
Yeah. Yeah.
trade
For
mode.
sure.
There we go. It's trade mode. I usually don't have that on mine. That's why. Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Anyway, whatever. 2 ticks right there. But anyway, so we see again price rejecting the 20. Let's see what happens here. Now, we closed way below. It's not like our previous ones, right? Where we have like a doji or so, and then or a close at the 20 followed by a doji and then followed by some type of other candle, correct?
Yeah.
Which happened again here. We have a close right pretty much at near the 20, followed by a big rejection here, rejection. Also in this candle, it rejected. Now we're getting a really big pump up. Good thing we closed where we just did. Look at that.
It was. Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is we'll cancel this order. Because now, like I said, what are we in? We're in this range. This is what I was just saying, right? We're starting to range. I think I said it right here when we had this hammer.
Yeah.
So now we want to see it. Now, when we have a range, now we have a good range to use. It's no longer the open. So now what we can do is we can play the range on a breakout or we can play the range on a breakdown. So we could probably play a breakout here and we can expect price to most likely break the 50. If you want to be very safe, you can just play the 50 breakout. But for right now, we're just going to sit and watch. Let me see what he's saying. And if we reject here, we'll short because where are we? The top of the range.
Yeah.
So let's watch this. Okay. So we're going to place a short here. And we're going to place it. Oh, I don't have my brackets on, but we're going to do, that was just going to be a quick 8-8, but we'll just take 4 here anyway. We should reject down. Come on. All right, there we go. All right,
Okay.
so that we would exit that manually. I preferred to have an 8-8, but if I don't have the bracket set up, it's hard to do that. You got to like go
Yeah.
here, do all that. Okay. So
Yeah.
anyway, that would have been a nice 8. That would have been 8-6, so you can see it drop down. So again, when we have a range, we have a nice range being built right now. How do we assess that a range has been formed? Well, we have our initial drop, right?
Yeah.
We have one rejection at a top level. Now we have another rejection a little bit lower, right? So we don't know if it's actually trending down or we're ranging, right? But what can we tell here? We have a clear what? Clear bottom.
Yeah.
Price is closing above these levels. Now,
Yeah.
we can see this is definitely the top of the range because what? It's pretty much between the top before and the mid that we had before. So this is going to be pretty much our ceiling, our closed ceiling, right? Because
Yeah.
the price is closing here. The wicks, we have to be able to withstand a little bit if it pops up or down. But we want to play more so the dojis for the rejection down. We want to play the bounces at the bottom of the range, or we want to play the breakdowns of the EMAs. Right now, we're going to wait.
Yeah.
Let's switch to the 5. Let's see how the 5's doing. So now the 5 minute, right?
Yeah.
We're curling up, but what does this look like we might be doing? If we can form it here. There we go. What does it look like it might be forming again?
Bull flag?
Well, this would be a bear flag.
A bear flag.
Because
Right.
we're going down, right? And it looks like we're forming a flag kind of upwards if we connect if we just drew like a little channel up. Now it's not exactly a bear flag, and the reason for that is because usually you'd want to see price kind of stop around this level and then kind of form a channel up. It's kind of like a weird flag at the level here, but
Yeah.
you know, if you look at maybe the 15 or so, might look a little better. Oh no, we don't have enough time yet, but nothing really notable here. But let's take a look at the 1 minute. It looks like we broke out above the 50. Okay, here. So now we broke out. We have a breakout. What can we play? We can play a short here. So we're going to try one at 82. 81.50 will do, an 8-8. Bam, right there. And what did we play that from before? That's also our 236 level. We have this fib drawn now, right?
Yeah.
And what does that line up with? Lines up with that previous resistance that we had from before. Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're really getting some good trades here.
Yeah.
We have one mistake, we missed a couple, and we lost one trade so far. So we're doing pretty good. We're about 6 or 7 and 1 on the night, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're looking for here. Let's see next what we get. And we don't want to hold these long, remember, because anything can happen off these levels, right? We're just playing the dead cat bounces. We're playing the small rejections, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what the bulls and the bears do. They don't just blow through a target. They get to their level, they relax, a little bit of exhaustion comes into play, right? And then they kind of reload and, you know, pump in the same direction.
Yeah.
It's when you have these periods of consolidation in a range that anything can happen. So we see our breakout here. Now, what would be our entry now? What would you say our entry would be for a long?
So now would we be looking just below that green?
Where? I'm not going to show you. It's hard to do it on here. But what I would say is VWAP.
Okay.
Because what did we have here? The VWAP is what now? VWAP now
That's going to be support.
Is going to be, what are we on the 1 minute chart? All right. VWAP is, and remember right now price is at a different area, so we're not going to get a clear picture, but this is our range, right? Here's our range, basically. Where's VWAP? This is orange on mine. The top of the range, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
So now if so remember, this is delayed. if we broke out of the range and we're up here,
Yeah.
where can we expect support to be? Back at the top of the range, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that was a previous resistance, now
The
support.
resistance.
So
Yeah.
we could place along here. We'd hope for a flag here, okay? We'd hope for a 5-minute flag.
Yeah.
You know, price to go down and then get along here, but we might not get it.
Okay.
So we'll see. But that would have been a good long. Right now we have nothing though that we can do. We could try what? A short up here again, right? What level do we have? Let's try that. We have about 86. So we'll do 85.75. And you know, we have a little cushion, so let's try 2 here.
Mhm.
And now we actually are getting our chance to try view up, so we'll try one here. We probably could have had both working. I don't think we're going to get this one.
Mhm.
Now, so we should have had both orders placed. Because realistically, we can have both orders placed. And why is that? Because they're totally far away from each other, right? One's obviously a
Yeah.
short at the top of our levels here. Another one was at VWAP. We probably should have just set that one and we would have canceled it later.
Yeah.
And look at that. That was actually a perfect wick. And I mean, that one was bad. I mean, you could say that that one was very late. I wouldn't even count that one as us missing it. That was stupidity. So
Yeah.
we should have, you know, you always want to have some orders set. But the
Yeah.
number one thing, and that what I always forget too, and you know, yourself and others included, we forget that we have these orders placed. So that's why it's always
Yeah. Yeah.
not to load too many up. But we're
Yeah.
gonna play this level. We'll see what happens. See if we can get a breakout. Breakout up and then a breakdown.
Okay.
And now again, it depends what you want your stop to be. Usually 8 is good, 10-10 is good, something like that. We can
Yeah.
use the wide stops of 20 if we have a high probability trade, right?
Yeah.
But we might administer a little bit higher risk to that trade. And why is that? Because we're very confident that it'll get rejected there, right? So we're willing
Yeah.
to maybe bet a little bit more on the loss side than on the greed of the
Yeah.
than on the profit side.
Yeah. Yeah. Like on Friday, end of Friday, when it was going
Right.
down.
So
But
Friday's a
yeah.
perfect example, right? We could have
Yeah.
actually started and it would have been better. You know, it's easier to do with options, right? In this
Yeah.
regard, but we could have
Yeah.
started a short right at the 2600 2598 level, right? It went
Yeah.
all the way up to 2605. Now that's seven points, right? That's 28 ticks.
Yeah.
But that's still a good wide. You want your stop to be even wider there because what is our R to R? We have a huge R to R, right? And that's because
Yeah.
why? We had this whole trend line and we shorted this. You
Yeah.
saw us all post about it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
shorted
Yeah.
this
So did I. That's
trend
how.
line.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not this one. Yeah, this trend line breakdown, right?
Yeah.
We knew that if it cracked down at the end of the day, we're going to have an acceleration and sell off.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't get in that much of a good. I didn't get in at the top to short it, so it did go against me. So I was short, and it rose up. So I was in drawdown, and then it went down, and then I added to it. So I think I was in 3 contracts in the end, which is how the account did so well. That was why it's like
Nice.
4,800 up just from the end of the day. So,
Great. Yeah, we
yeah,
were in the Discord calling that one out also. It was
that's right. Yeah, I was listening. Yeah,
yeah, that was one of the best
yeah, that
best
was
trades
great.
right there at the end of the day. We really caught that. It was great because Vinny
Yeah,
just got back right then too.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I
So
caught
again,
it at the
now we're
top, that would
arranging.
be great. Yeah.
Now we're arranging again. We
Okay.
want to see a breakout, and then we want to catch the rejection at the level.
Hmm.
So we'll see if we can get that here. And again, what does this mean? This usually means we have a lot of a wall up, right? If price gets up to around 84.50, usually whenever I see a big number on the DOM, almost always you're going to see the wall drop. And that's not because buyers are buying. Usually it'll be sellers kind of building up anticipation.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, sellers trying to get buyers to build up to that level, and then they'll drop
Right.
the wall and flip long with them also. And it can go
Okay.
the reverse way also.
Yeah.
So. So we'll see what happens here, and then actually, yeah, we did this one a little bit. I'm gonna go eat some dinner.
Yeah.
But do you mind if I upload this one? We'll see what happens here. We'll wait.
No, that's okay.
Cool. All right, because this was actually a really good live trading session we did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we missed the ones in the beginning off the hourly levels, but regarding all that, and right now, I think we lost 25 on that mistake I had, so we're
Yeah.
up about 500, should be.
Yeah.
And then, on those other two trades, those were about 250 trades also, but
Yeah.
and the good thing is too, right? If we hit those two in the beginning, what could we have done now? We could have been working with two, right? Because
Yeah.
now we have a cushion to play with. We have a good R to R setup. We're not still risking so much. And maybe if we lost the first one, then what would we do? We'd go back down to one contract, right? Because we
Yeah.
don't want to give up any profits for the day. Even if
No.
it's $100, it's good to end the day in profits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Trump's just ended, by the way.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. Let me add.
So this 1800 that this might go down to. What kind of time period are we looking at? Is that like going forward months? Yeah.
Could be a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to go up a bit in between, possibly.
So we have here. We'll do that while we're waiting, right? Here we'll do this.
Because with this micro I've got on Tastyworks, I'm wondering whether to just leave it short the whole time. Was it worth going in and out of it?
Here we'll do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you're saying. One, not really.
No.
I mean, I know you have a decent size capital also. If you're just running one, just leave it.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, let's look at the daily, right? So here we go. Oh, we just got filled on our short.
Filled. Yeah.
So we just got a huge pump. We might break out here. I don't know what that was, but we'll see what happens. Usually on a pump, we're gonna get a rejection. I think we might get stopped. If not, this will be great because that was our key level.
Yeah.
And this is what might happen. You might get a huge pop because look at this. We have a flag and we have a breakout, and now we're gonna get hopefully we're gonna bump this up a little bit, just because that was a pretty big pop. We want to just take profits on this quick if it gets rejected.
Yeah.
This could go either way here.
Yeah.
Looking like we're going to go to the downside, though. And that's because we had our key level here, right? Now, where did we get that key level from again? We got that from before on this drop, right? And look, we should get filled right here. There we go. Yeah. Easy as that. And I think it did hit our original also. Or did it just hit right there? Yeah, we just got perfectly on the wick. So that's great. So again, you can see that even on these, look at this. It just went from 81 to, I thought this was going to consolidate a bit. That's why I switched to the other, right?
Yeah.
We didn't move our stop. We didn't even get stopped out. We just moved our take profit up a little bit because it was a pretty quick candle, right? So you'll see that these levels work really well, right? Even on a big pop. You'll see that it goes just to that level. That's it.
Yeah.
And then it drops. And what did we get there? Just a quick rejection. Now this might go down a little bit harder just because it was too quick of a pop. Unless it's a news-based play and there's something that came out, it's probably not going to surge much higher. Right after, immediately, I mean.
Yeah.
That was a good trade. Anyway, let's go over what we were just saying. But that'll be the end of this. We'll close this for now. I'm gonna remember whenever we're done, you click that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll close this. So we did good. That's good. We did good on your account there.
Yeah.
Now we are going to go over the daily. So we have this weekly rejection. Let me clean up the chart a little bit. We have this weekly rejection at the 200, right? So we might just range between this 264 level, 262 or so, and like 240, which is a very big range, obviously. But we can switch to the daily. So this 262 range to about the 244 range. So roughly about like a 20-point range. It's a big range, of course. But when we either break above here or we break down here, we're expecting a breakdown. We'll see. The only thing, and Vinny made a valid point if you were in the Discord, all the good news is priced in now, right? Because what else? What else can they do? The Fed is already doing QE. We have the stimulus bill, which passed. We have, maybe they can add more relief, possibly, but does that even help really? No, it's more of a Band-Aid, like we said. But what is the only thing that could possibly help us at this point? A cure.
A cure, yeah.
Which,
exactly.
It doesn't seem too optimal because the testing of it is, they could say it's sped up as fast as possible. I talked to a few people. It still takes about a month or two.
Yeah.
Results could be promising, but what do you have to do? When you inject someone with that cure, you have to study them for 2 weeks or so. It might have an adverse effect after a certain amount of days. You never know.
Yeah.
And Trump says it all the time. You don't want the cure to be worse than the disease, because if you start giving it to people and it makes it worse, that just makes everything worse. Because what happens then? You're sending people home that you thought were cured that are now still sick, and they're transferring it.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll see. So we might chop around here for a bit. I might open up a couple condors, but that's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. This is a great session, honestly.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah.
But that's what you want to look for. And then remember to draw the key levels every day. Yeah. Also I play SPY. Honestly, I play SPY. I play the SPY chart and I place my shorts based on that, because I'm doing micros now, which makes it even better. So like, a move like this is fine for me to hold through. This is, just from 253 to 252, right? That's going to be, 10 points.
Yeah.
On yes. So, I'm able to hold, 40 ticks on micros. It's not too much of a problem compared to, minis. So it works out well. But I just play this. So, you want to mark these levels. So tomorrow, you definitely want to mark these levels here. You can anticipate shorting somewhere around here, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to gap down. It depends where futures, end up tonight. But you want to watch this level for a short, and then you want to watch. Where are we now? What is it at? It's at 2485.
Yeah.
So we're roughly here. So we're at the top of the range right here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where price is rejecting right now, which we see that it rejected before.
So this is strong support and resistance. So.
Yeah, so if we see it pop up above here, it could be a nice breakout. We probably will fill the gap, honestly.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, this is great.
Yeah.
I'll be on a little bit later. So if you want to, I don't know, are you in? It's pretty late there, but you stay up pretty late.
Yeah, 25 past 12. But yeah, I might well be. What time are you gonna be back on?
I'll probably be back in an hour or so. If not, I might stream all day tomorrow, because we got a bunch of new people. Honestly, there's a lot of people at home. It's a good time to teach people, not only to get more people in the group, but I want to help people out right now. You know what I mean? So
a
lot of people are home. So we'll see what happens. But all right, I'm gonna upload this if you don't mind. I appreciate it.
Fine. Yeah,
and I'll catch you in the chat either later in the Discord or tomorrow. All right.
Cool. Okay.
All
Is
right,
it still recording, by the way?
Yeah. Let me turn it off right